We are on the air, I think. Yes. Greetings, everyone, wherever you are, whenever you are, and welcome to live coverage of Orioles baseball, where tonight the Baltimore Orioles will begin the first of a three-game series against the Los Angeles Angels at Anaheim Stadium. How you doing, everybody? This is your boy Steve, a.k.a. the BirdWatcher, a.k.a. BW or B-Dubs, whatever you want to call me. And I'm so happy you found my channel. I'm assuming you might have found my channel for the first time because it's a brand new channel that I just started at the beginning of this 2024 season. The plan is for me to cover every Orioles game, play-by-play and commentary, all 162 games. We're already 21 games in, 141 to go, and so far it's been a fantastic journey. We come in with a record of 14-7, averaging 2 out of 3 wins, taking series as we go, and we're hoping to do it again tonight, beginning with the first of 3 games as we spend just a few days out west, out on the left coast. So yeah, I started this channel also to build a community of fellow Oriole fans or fans of baseball in general. I felt there was a need for a channel like this. There are play-by-play channels covering specific teams out there like the Yankees and the Dodgers and the Mets and the Cubs and the Blue Jays. And I said to myself, you know what? It's about time the Orioles represented. And so far, the turnout has been amazing. Most of the games have had over 1,000 people, sometimes 2,000, show up at one point or another. We're getting near 500 subscribers already here in the first month. It's been great. So I want to say big thanks to everybody who's new to the BirdWatcher channel, like Foxy here in chat, Carrie Graham, and hello to Parkery. It's 9:32 where Parkery is. All right. That's back on the East Coast. Okay, we're going to go over the starting lineups and pitching matchups here. First pitch is just about 7 minutes away, or maybe only 5 minutes. I forgot. I think it's 8 minutes after the hour for first pitch, or 8 minutes after the half hour, I should say. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look at my game here, make sure it's up and running. That's the number one priority, and we'll go over the lineups and starting pitching matchups here in a minute. Get comfortable, folks. Here in Birdland, we got the Charm City chat. If you like to just hang out and watch the game, that's fine, but don't be shy. Feel free to chat it up as well. Maybe grab a cold one. Maybe grab a bag of Utz potato chips, some crab chips if you got them. We're about to watch some Orioles baseball. And yes, we got Jim Palmer and Kevin Brown on the call. Glad to see Masson is up and working. Yeah, folks, I live way over on the other side of the planet, and this channel is for people like me. Maybe you don't have access to watch the game where you are. Maybe you live in another country. Maybe you live in another part of the U.S. where you just don't have access to Orioles games either on TV or on the radio. Well, folks, here's where you can follow along. Now, just to let you know, if you are watching along and maybe have the volume down, we're not going to be synced up. I'm going to be behind what you're watching. It's just the natural way things go, sort of relaying what I'm seeing back to you through a live stream. There's going to be a few seconds of delay. So the best thing to do is to have your remote in your hand, and as soon as the first out of the game is made, no matter if it's a strikeout, a throw out at first, or a fly ball caught for an out, as soon as that out's made, hit pause on your game. Allow me to then announce that out, and then unpause your game. You'll be all synced up and ready to go for the rest of the evening. Now, we do have a roster move for the Orioles today. Unfortunately, Austin Hayes has succumbed to a left calf strain, and he's been placed on the 10-day DL, retroactive to April 21st. We have selected the contract of David Benuelos. I believe Benuelos was on the roster there for 1 day. A few days back, he got one at bat at the end of a ball game. I'm having trouble remembering exactly the scenario. Was it the last game against Minnesota or maybe the first game against Kansas City? Either way, we've got a third catcher on the roster. for the time being. So the title live is misleading then. It's live to me, Maximus. Even those who are watching on their own TVs aren't necessarily getting the quote-unquote live experience. There's going to be a natural moment of delay no matter how you're watching the game unless you're there in person. And folks, if there's anywhere to be besides the BirdWatcher channel, it's at the ball game in person. Please, if you can attend Orioles games in person, I'd much rather you do that than hang out with me. I'm way over on the other side of the planet. If you're near the ballpark, get on out there and watch the ball game. Okay, so tonight on the mound, we've got Albert Suarez making his second start. What a story this guy is. How you doing there, Janet? Welcome to the Charm City chat, hon. Janet is one of our mods. Janet will be helping keeping things charming in the Charm City chat. Albert Suarez, again, making his second start. He was an emergency starter after Tyler Wells was injured and we needed to find somebody to fill in his spot. We reached down and grabbed a 34-year-old who hadn't started in the bigs in 7 years. And all he managed to do was shut down the Twins against Pablo Lopez in the final game of that series, going 5 2/3 scoreless. For the Angels, we're getting their best pitcher, and he's about to get started here. Reid Detmers, the lefty. He comes in with an ERA of just 1.19, a record of 3-0. All right, so this game is about to get started. Your boy is already running late. Let me go ahead and quickly get to the starting lineups. Gunnar Henderson will lead off and play short. Adley Rutschman is DHing tonight, batting second. Jordan Westburg moved all the way up to the 3 spot. How about that? At third base tonight, batting third. Anthony Santander will be in the cleanup spot in right field. Ramon Urias is at first base, batting fifth. I'm sure that wasn't on anybody's bingo card. Cedric Mullins is in center field. James McCann is behind the plate, batting seventh. Colton Cowser in the 8 hole. And finally, Jorge Mateo will bat ninth and play second base. Apparently, this game is in a commercial break. My stream doesn't appear to be paused. Okay, there we go. For the Angels, Nolan Shanwell will lead it off. Mike Trout will bat second. Taylor Ward is in left field. Miguel Sano batting cleanup at third base. Mickey Moniak, the DH. Joe Adell in right field. Logan O'Hoppe at catcher. I believe his name is Eheri Adrianza. He does not have a plate appearance for the Angels this season. Might have just been called up today. By the way, Anthony Rendon is also on the DL for the Angels. So the Orioles without Austin Hayes and the Angels without Anthony Rendon. Zach Nido bats ninth. Okay, that's everybody involved. Reid Detmers is on the mound. Gunnar Henderson is in the box, and we are ready to go here at Anaheim Stadium. It's Game 1, Orioles and Angels, and here it is. First pitch is swung on and fouled back. By the way, special thanks to the number 3 hitter tonight in Jordan Westburg for winning the American League Player of the Week award. Back-to-back Player of the Week awards for your Baltimore Orioles, Colton Cowser and Jordan Westburg. Here's a swing and a miss on a high pitch by Detmers. Henderson comes in batting .279, 6 home runs, 15 RBI, and OPS just over 900. Melanie, how you doing, hon? Daniel, good to see you. Narniak is here. Good to see you, Narniak. Narniak with a pretty good question as Henderson fouls this one back. That is a good question because Grayson Rodriguez was originally selected as the probable starter for this game. Here's a swing and a miss by Henderson. And Gunnar strikes out to begin the ball game on a high fastball. The best theory I have in terms of why Grayson was bumped one day was that Albert Suarez is pitching on his natural 4 days rest. He pitched against the Twins, and then we had that day off. So what I'm thinking is the Orioles have decided that Albert Suarez is better utilized on his normal day's rest and give Grayson one extra day off versus the other way around. That's the best theory I got. Adley Rutschman's at the plate. First pitch is ball one. Rutschman's batting .298. That's a check swing foul. Adley did not mean for that to happen. And the count 1-1. Adley hitting just .236 against lefties so far this season while hitting .414 off of righties. That's a giant split in results. Not normally that big of a discrepancy for Rutschman, but that's how it's been so far in the early going. There's a check swing, and it's a foul tip for strike two. So a second time Adley tries to check his swing, and he touches the baseball. 1-2 on Rutschman, just getting started. Top of the first, one away. And the next one is a bit inside. How you doing there, Ryan? What is up? Daniel, did I say hello already? Seeley, I see you up there. Folks, if I didn't say hello, I apologize. There's a called strike three. A breaking ball on the back door there by Detmers. A tough pitch there. Adley Rutschman goes down looking. So Detmers with back-to-back strikeouts to open the ball game. That was a tough pitch. I mean, you couldn't have walked up and placed that pitch any better. Okay, here's Jordan Westburg hitting in the 3-hole for the first time, I'm pretty sure, in his major league career. He takes low and away for ball one. Westburg batting .333. That leads the club. So does his 18 RBI. His OPS now over 1,000. The 1-0 is up and in. Yep, first time in his career. Kevin Brown confirming. In the past week, where he won the Player of the Week award, he batted .478 with 2 doubles, 2 homers, 8 RBI. Here's a check swing, and he does not lay up. The count is 2-1. Let's go. Let's go. 2 down, nobody on. Top of the first, and the 2-1 to Westburg. Swung on and missed. Challenge fastball from Detmers, 96 miles an hour. Had plenty of the plate, and Westburg could not get to it. What's going on, Brian? What's going on, Farhan? Everybody's piling in, getting started. Maybe you're just getting home from work. This one's up and away, ball 3. Full count now on Westburg. Here's the payoff pitch. Low. And Westburg draws a 2-out walk. Westburg drew a walk yesterday. They drove in a run. He's doing it all. Power, speed, eye at the plate, solid glove in the field. I mean, it has really been a sight to behold, watching the maturation of Jordan Westburg and Colton Cowser, for that matter. I know all the emphasis has been about Jackson Holiday and all the other kids we got down in Norfolk. Here's a steal attempt by Westburg, and there you go. First pitch to Anthony Santander, and Westburg takes off and steals second base. What can't this kid do? I mean, we're talking 5-tool player. Maybe he doesn't have the strongest arm, I guess, in the field. Maybe that's one tool you can say he's average at, but everything else looking fantastic. This one's low and into Santander, and the count even up at 1-1. Give it up for your boy, Jordan Westburg. Somebody in chat came up with a decent emoji combo, an arrow pointing left and an ice cube. How you doing there, Isaac? Good morning. Good evening to you. Yes, it is a good morning. I didn't have to wake up in the middle of the night today. Here's a comebacker. Detmers misplays it, though, but he's got time to recover to get the slow-footed Santander. Boy, if it was just about anybody else running, or perhaps if Santander ran a little harder, I don't want to pick on him, maybe he beats that one out. But Detmers able to recover and throw out the runner at first to win the inning. We go to the bottom of the first. It's Orioles nothing and the Angels coming up. All right, we are just getting started, folks. It's game number 22. We are about 1/8 of the way through the season. How does everybody feel? How's your first quarter, first eighth? It's a half of a quarter. How's your first eighth report card for your Baltimore Orioles? I'm going to give them a solid A. An A. It's not an A+. An A+ would require a couple of things. But it is an A. It's an A for your boy, the BirdWatcher. Hey, let's keep an eye on these out-of-town scores tonight while we're at it. Are the Yankees playing tonight? And if so, who? And if not, okay, it's final already? Wait, what? Oakland shut out the Yankees earlier today? So you mean to tell me that as we stand right now, the Baltimore Orioles are tied for first place? Is that correct? I might need some confirmation on that. You're currently tied for first place, Baltimore Orioles. Okay, bottom of the first we go. Nolan Shanwell, the first baseman, is the leadoff hitter for the Angels. He'll be followed by Mike Trout and Taylor Ward. This lineup doesn't exactly dazzle you with superstar names, especially with Ohtani gone to the other side of town and Anthony Rendon on the injured list. Here's a first pitch strike to Shanwell from Albert Suarez. Let's see him go after it again tonight. He is built like a bulldog, this Suarez. He is a thick man top to bottom. This one's fouled back, 0-2 on Shanwell. The Yankees got shut out at home by the Oakland Athletics. That is good to hear. By the way, we play Oakland next after this series when we return home for the weekend. This one's fouled back. Oakland clearly better than they were last season, though it's difficult to imagine them being much worse. That tag now belongs to the Chicago White Sox, who are absolutely deplorable these days. This ball's fouled back. Still 0-2 on Shanwell, leading it off here in the bottom of the first. Suarez has yet to throw a pitch out of the zone. He is attacking the zone much like he did in the first game. That one's off the plate. He finally decided to test Shanwell, and he did not chase. It's a misty night in Anaheim. This one's hit on the ground, second base. Mateo is there, and he makes the play. Couple of bounces, Mateo ranging to his left, taking himself closer to the bag for a shorter throw to get Shanwell. Suarez is mainly a four-seam fastball man. That's about 2/3 of his pitches, the four-seamer. He's also throwing a cutter. He's got the changeup, and then occasionally, 5% of the time, according to these graphics, he'll throw a curveball. So he doesn't have much in terms of a pitch mix, but he's locating well. The command is there. He's moving the ball around, and that fastball's got some life to it. Mike Trout at the plate. First pitch is inside for ball one, and the next one is just a bit inside as well. Right at the top corner of the zone. Suarez could have been given that call. Trout's hitting just 167 in his last 10 games, 244 in the season. This pitch is a little bit inside, and the count moves to 3-0 on Trout. One out, bases empty. There is a pitch right down the middle. 96 miles an hour from Suarez. With Rendon out of the lineup, we just got to make sure we don't let Trout beat us. That is our number one goal here, and that's ball 4. So Suarez pitching carefully to Trout. Gives up the free pass with 1 out. That'll bring up Taylor Ward. Ward now hitting third with the absence of Rendon. Again, your Orioles defense, Cowser, Mullins, Santander left to right. Westburg at third, Gunnar at short, Urias at second. Mateo at second, and Urias getting the start at first base. By the way, Ryan Mountcastle, I forgot to mention this. Not only is Austin Hayes on the 10-day DL, Ryan Mountcastle is day-to-day. That's why he's not in the lineup tonight. You know he'd be in there against the lefty if he was okay. Want to know the count on Taylor Ward, who's hitting .289. Swing and a miss. There's that slider from Suarez, breaking low and away from Ward. 1-1 the count. How you doing there, Cam? How you doing there, Sam? It's always misty at night in Southern Cal. A marine layer rolling in off the ocean. That's true, especially in, well, I guess it's not Southern Cal, but, I mean, Middle California, the Bay Area. I know that mist and fog likes to roll in around the bay. I don't know. I've seen a lot of Ohtani and Trout homers hit at night in this stadium. I don't remember it being this misty. This one's hitting the right center, and Mullins is going to chase it down. That ball hit pretty well out there by Ward. But Mullins is able to track it just in front of the warning track. Here's our umpiring crew. I don't even want to know their names. The crew chief is Lance Barksdale. That's all you need to know. By the way, whoever that guy was calling the Kansas City game where the Orioles won, I believe, 9-7. I believe his name was Blakey. There's a YouTube channel called Foul Territory. Their channel that has A.J. Pierzynski, among others. You might know of it. Here's our first pitch to Miguel Sano inside for ball 1. 2 down, runner at first. And they were breaking down the terrible performance by that umpire in that Royals-Orioles game. He'd only gotten like 83% of his calls right. So your boy, the BirdWatcher, when he was going crazy with that umpire the other day, he had a reason to be crazy. It was such a bad performance that another YouTube channel made a whole video about it. 2-0 the count on Sano. Trout at first, 2 down here in the bottom of the first. And there's a called strike. 2-1. The Marine Leia. Yes. I did not see anything with Mountcastle other than he's day-to-day. I'm going to assume it's nothing too serious. Let's hope it's not anything to do with the vertigo like last season. This one's fouled back in the count, even up at 2-2 on Miguel Sano. I'll tell you what, between innings, I'll Google Mountie and see if there's any further information. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Boy, Sano with an awful swing there, half-hearted on a pitch up and in. He strikes out. Suarez gets through the first inning with only the walk to Mike Trout, which, you know what? If you're going to get everybody else out and just pitch around Trout, that sounds fine to me. We're going to the second inning, no score. All right, let's see what we can find out about Ryan Mountcastle. He's nursing a sore knee. He is nursing a sore knee. All right. That's according to CBS Sports from 2 hours ago. He noted the team is holding Mountcastle out of the lineup in the series opener simply as a precaution. Okay, folks, that sounds like we're not going to see him land on the DL, and he might be in the lineup as soon as tomorrow. Let's hope that's the case. Get better soon, Mr. Mountie. We need your bat and glove on this team. Yeah, Austin Hayes is on the actual 10-day DL with a calf strain. And the Orioles now carrying 3 catchers, which I suppose if they're going to keep doing this with their lineups against lefties, putting Rutschman in at DH, then they're going to want to go ahead and carry a 3rd catcher to give themselves a little more flexibility if they want to, say, pinch hit for McCann late in the ball game. Yeah, I was surprised to not see Hayes and Mountcastle in this lineup against the lefty. I'm like, what's going on here? I could see maybe sitting Hayes just because, you know, Mullins and Cowser, though it's a lefty, they're both doing pretty good right now. And we're facing a lot of lefties. Okay, top of the second we go. It's Urias in at the plate, and the first pitch is chopped to third. Big bounce for Sano. He throws to first in time. Urias retired on 1 pitch. So that was quick. By the way, also note the absence of Jackson Holliday in tonight's lineup. I don't think that's a surprise to anybody. We are all caught up. All right. Ced Mullins at the plate. He looks at a breaking ball that drops low and outside by just a hair for ball 1. Mullins batting .269, 5 homers, 15 driven in. Takes a called strike. The Angels, after losing the opening series to us, went off on a pretty nice 10-day run. They had a winning record up until about a week ago. But the last 8 or 9 games, they've been slipping. Now with a losing record of 9-13. After that foul ball, the count 1-2, and here comes the next pitch. This one's hit well. Mullins, right to the right fielder. Boy, it looked good off the bat. Not hit as hard as I thought, and right to the right fielder, Joe Adell, for out number 2. Adell barely had to move out there. Folks, Oakland on April 27th. What day is that? Is that Friday or Saturday? Go out to the ballpark at Camden Yards and get yourself a Brandon Hyde Manager of the Year bobblehead. That's right, folks. It's bobblehead day this weekend. And boy, the Orioles marketing team, very smart. If you want to get people in the seats with Oakland in town, give away a bobblehead. All right, here's James McCann with 2 down, nobody on, and he takes up and away for ball 1. McCann batting .267, no home runs, 4 driven in. Next pitch is a strike, and it's 1-1. McCann with that black, whoa. McCann got into that one. Stay fair. It's down the left field line into the mist. That ball is gone. Bye-bye, Barty. James McCann with his first home run of the season. The Orioles leading the league in home runs, at least as of the beginning of yesterday's game. Add another name to the list. James McCann goes yard into the left field corner for his first home run of the season, and the Orioles take the early lead 1-0. All right. Get going and chat, folks. Do a little dance. Make a little love. Get down the night. All right, we got the milkman at the plate, folks. Cowser fouls this one off. James McCann going deep. Maybe McCann feels the pressure of that 3rd catcher added to the roster. Although I do believe it's a short-term move. Here's the 0-2 to Cowser, and that ball's just off the plate, low and away. Cows are hitting .373, 5 homers, 16 driven in. And remember, folks, the first 10 games of the season wasn't seeing too many at-bats. He lays off here, and after falling behind 0-2, works the count even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 out, nobody on, a run in on the solo home run from James McCann. The pitch is off the plate once more. Cowser looking comfortable up there with 2 strikes. Has worked the count full. Detmers up to 31 pitches here in the second. And here comes number 32. And it's fouled away. Cowser fights it off. Ball up and in. 1-0 Orioles. Via the home run. Folks, I don't know how long we can keep up the pace. I don't know how we'll wind up in terms of teams with most home runs, but what a great start. Here's a check swing, and apparently Cowser went. Cowser had dropped the bat. He was ready to go down to first. They appeal to third, and the third base umpire says he went, and here comes Brandon Hyde for a chat. Let's take a look at the side view. Cowser, yeah. That bat head was just an inch or two ahead of the plate. I'd love to be rooting for my boys. I'd hate to see Brandon Hyde get tossed. Cowser did let that bat head go past the plate just enough. So it is a strike 3, and the inning is over. We go to the bottom of the second. Orioles 1, Angels 0. Keep the cows in the barn, folks. We'll let them out in another inning or two to graze around the pastures. Folks, hey, if you're watching right now, let me take a look at the status of the room here. 289 people already checking in. Nearly 60 or maybe 60 over here right now. How about we get a 50% like ratio? That's right, 60 people. Let's get to 30 likes, shall we? Or somewhere in the neighborhood of 24, 25. Hey, if you're watching right now, if you tap that thumb right below your screen, it helps my channel become more visible to more potential baseball fans out there on YouTube. That's all there is to it, really. I don't have any sponsors. I'm a guy just doing it himself, way the heck out here on the other side of the planet. The best way to help this channel grow and get more fans in here is help from you guys with a simple stroke of that thumb. Okay, stroke of the thumb. I'll remember not to use that phrase anymore. With a tap of the thumb. That's all it takes. Okay. We'll also be looking at, I guess, maybe in the next inning, what we're looking at in terms of on the road to 500 subs. We're going to be getting there in this series, I would assume. And your boy is going to be celebrating. Because 500 subs in the opening month of a new channel is great stuff. Okay, Suarez is ready to go. And the first pitch to Mickey Moniak is swung on and missed. Moniak batting just a $156 with a home run and 3 RBI. Here's a pitch swung on, and what a stop by Urias. A line drive low to the ground on the first base side. Urias to his right lays out and picks it off before it touches the ground. Show me a replay. Yes. Urias taking that base hit away. All right. 1 down here in the bottom of the second. Here's Joe Adell. First pitch to him is a breaking ball low and away. There's a shot of Urias with that first baseman's mitt. A mitt he typically does not wear in the field. There's a check swing, but Adell had gone around according to the home plate umpire, and the count 1-1. The next offering from Suarez is just off the plate, a little outside at the top of the zone. 2-1 on Joe Adell. Here's a swing and a foul ball, and Adell loses the bat. It goes flying into the Angels' dugout. Nobody appears to have been injured, but I'm sure that woke a few people up over there. Looks like Adell's going to get a new bat as he sprays it down. 2-2 on Adell. 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the second, the Orioles with a 1-0 lead here in the opening game of a 3-game series. Second time we've played the Angels already this season. We still have about 25 teams we haven't played once, but we're getting the Angels and Royals out of the way. Here's a ground ball to third. Westburg with the long throw in time. Adell grounds out 5-3. Westburg just making all the plays right now. Sure-handed. Just doing all the right things. Okay. 2 down for Logan O'Hoppe. Logan is hitting .290. A couple of homers, 7 runs batted in. The Angels catcher takes high for ball 1. A 94-mile-an-hour fastball from Suarez. O'Hoppe crushing righties at a .327 clip, but lefties hitting just $150 or so. This one's upstairs, 2-0. It looks like the skies are clearing up a little bit. Not as misty as it was at the start of the game. This one's grounded up the middle between Mateo and Henderson for a 2-out single. O'Hoppe is aboard with 2 down, and that'll bring up, I'm going to assume it's pronounced Ehire, E-H-I-R-E, Ehire Adrianza. Ehire. Because it's either that or Ehire, and I'm just refusing to believe anybody has a name pronounced Ehire. It sounds like an awful 90s website for, like, temporary staffing. Join us at Ehire. No, I think it's Ehire. Anyway, he's a left-handed hitter, and on the first pitch, he drills one in the right center field. Mullins will chase it down right there at the track in the gap. Well, however you pronounce his first name, Adrianza barreled that baseball up, sent it to the gap all the way to the track. But Mullins, showing off his range, is able to chase it down. And in the inning, we head to the third. Orioles 1, Angels nothing. All right. The defense looking sharp. Helping out Suarez when there's hard contact. 2 more scoreless innings for Suarez. Make it 7 2/3 scoreless to begin his Orioles career. Who is this guy? What a great story. For as long as it can remain great. I love it. All right, we got a break in the action. Your boy, again, it's going to happen at some point during, I believe, during this series. We are 10 away. 10, count them, 10 subscribers away from a big, big milestone, folks. I mean, this Orioles community, you're telling me we didn't need this? Of course we needed this. Of course we needed this, folks. Here's something I want to tell you. Looking at the analytics of the channel, it tells me that on the last stream, over 700 people watched that returned from the previous stream. So there are hundreds and hundreds of you returning for the next game. That's great to see. That's great to see. And again, folks, no pressure. Just letting you know that your boy's excited to get to 500. It unlocks a couple of features that's only going to make the channel better for the both of us. I know you guys like to have fun with the emojis. YouTube will be kind enough to allow me to create personalized emojis once I get to 500 subs. And that way we can give some of our favorite players their own unique emoji. That's something I want to do. Here's Jorge Mateo to lead it off here in the top of the third. And he takes outside for ball one. All right. 1-0 to Mateo is low for... Uh-oh. What's happening here? Am I not plugged in? On battery. No, I should not be on battery. I should be plugged in. There we go. So there's another issue. This one is swung on a miss by Mateo. So apparently my AC power cord isn't connecting perfectly to my laptop now. I have to sort of wiggle it a little bit. And yeah, that would be terrible if my whole power shut down. Here's a swing and a miss by Mateo. Count even up at 2-2. The whole stream would get shut down in an instant. I got to keep an eye on that. All right, 2 balls, 2 strikes to the leadoff man here in the top of the third. And this one's upstairs. Count runs full on Mateo. Mateo batting .304 coming into the ball game. Not too shabby considering he's a part-time player. And he takes off the plate. Nice eye there by Mateo. He works the count full and draws the leadoff walk. Lots of speed on first base. And we're heading back to the top of the order. A lovely at-bat there by Mateo to lead off the top of the third. Made Detmers throw a lot of pitches. Draws a walk. Puts speed on base. Brings up Gunnar Henderson. And there's a first check on Mateo. He's back in standing. Now the Orioles base running lately has been a sort of hit or miss. We've been aggressive, but it's also cost us on a couple of occasions lately. And Mateo is running. Here's the throw down, and it's not going to be in time. Mateo takes that bag. That is pure speed, folks. Something you can't teach. Jorge Mateo swipes second base. And Ohapi, maybe not the best throw, but I don't think even if that throw was right on the money that Mateo is going to get out. And here's a pop-up. Shallow center field by Henderson, and Trout makes the catch. So poor job there by Gunnar, considering the situation. Mateo at second base with nobody out. You would hope Gunnar would do something to at least move the runner up. But unfortunately, he pops out to shallow center for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Adley Rutschman. 500, baby. That's right. The Annapolis 500. Folks, you're going to want to have the bragging rights to be a part of the first 500. There's a breaking ball for a called strike. Rutschman in the 0-1 count here. With runners in scoring position this season, he's 6 for 19. That's a .316 average. Nice and healthy. Let's try to... Oh, there's a check on Mateo at second. He's back in with a slide. I suppose there's a chance Mateo could take off for third. The Orioles have not been shy at trying to steal third base this season. Again, with one out, there is some appeal to trying it. And there he goes. Mateo takes off. That ball's in the dirt, and the catcher can't make the transfer. There won't even be a throw. The speed of Jorge Mateo. This is why he's on the roster, folks. Yes, he may struggle at the plate from time to time for long periods of time. But when we can have him on base, this is what he can do. He has turned a walk into basically a triple. And here's a line drive over the glove of the drawn-in shortstop for an RBI single. Perfectly done. Rutschman serving it over the drawn-in infield. If the infield's playing back, that's a soft liner and an out number 2 with Mateo stranded at third. Instead, RBI single, and the Orioles now lead 2-0. A perfect result. I mean, you talk about fundamentals across the board. Drawing the walk, stealing the bags. Here's a ground ball to third, to second for 1, to first. Safe. Westburg beats it out. That ball was pretty tailor-made, hit on a bounce, maybe 2 to third. It was a good throw to second and a solid throw to first. Let's take a look at the replay. I mean, they turned it perfectly, and it is bang, bang. It is bang, bang. And the Angels are going to challenge this. They're going to need to show a frame by frame on that, because it looks like a tie to me. On first look, it looks like the foot of Westburg and the ball landing in the webbing of the glove of Shanwell happened at the exact same time. They might actually get this. That's the best look I've seen yet. He may be out. He may be out. And he is. Westburg indeed grounds into an inning-ending double play as the challenge works out for the Angels. That was a pretty darn good challenge, I got to tell you. That early in the ball game on a play that was very close, even with a frame-by-frame look. Okay, we're going to go to the bottom of the third. Orioles 2, Angels nothing, and your boy, the BirdWatcher, needs to step away for just a moment. I'll be right back. Hang in there. Don't worry, I'm not taking a lucky break just yet. Be right back. Oh, have I been on the screen this whole time? Have I not been on the screen this whole time? Oh, how you doing, everybody? Okay, now I'll be back. My goodness. All right. It's not that my handsome face needs to be on the screen anyway, right? Okay, be right back. Hello, Morgan Freelance. I'll be right back. You hang in there. Your boy Andy Dufresne has to go to the head. I'll be right back. By the way, another Orioles award, the Major League Play of the Week, belongs to who else? Ced Mullins on that laid-out catch he made a few days back. Okay, here we go. Bottom of the third. Zach Neto, the number 9 hitter here in the Angels lineup, is up to bat first, and he takes a called strike. Leading off the bottom of the third, 2-0 Orioles. And the next pitch is fouled off to the right. All right, your boy is going to come back on screen now. Prepare yourselves. He's now wearing his Orioles hat. Here comes the 0-2 to Neto, just a bit outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Grounded second base, and that one's going to bleed into right field as the infield was shifted around to the left. Lots of room to hit it to the right side there for Neto, and he's on with a leadoff single here in the bottom of the third. So back to the top of the order. Nolan Shanwell back up for his second plate appearance. He's 0 for 1. Suarez with a check of the runner. And the pitch is a bunt. Gets down. Suarez fields and throws to first. So the bunt attempt works. I'm not sure about that style of ball at this stage of the game, down 2, but that's what the Angels wanted to do. They successfully lay the bunt down. I mean, maybe he wanted to try to get a hit out of it as well. But Shanwell thrown out. Nice play by Suarez. He's a bulky man, but he moves pretty well out there. And up steps Mike Trout, who takes upstairs. So now with a base open and Trout representing the tying run and 1 out, I would not be doing much to pitch to Mike Trout here. I'd hate to walk the tying run, but again, you look at this lineup, this is the one guy you don't want to beat you. 1-1 the count on Trout. Hey, Rob. You got to go to sleep. No problem, Rob. We'll try to win this ball game. And you can wake up with a smile on your face. There's a swing and a miss. A high fastball from Suarez. 1-2 on Trout. I tell you what. I'd love to see Suarez find a way to get Trout out. I just don't want him to risk anything bad in the process. This one's way high. 2-2. Runner at second, 1 down. The Orioles had 2-0 in the bottom of the third. The 2-2 pitch is up and away, and the count runs full. So Suarez had a 1-2 count. 3-2 count. And the ball's hit foul off to the left. So quite the at-bat here between Suarez and the generational talent that is Mike Trout. Never an easy out. Another payoff. Swung on and missed. Albert Suarez strikes out Mike Trout. How about that? Get some, Albert. Albert wins the battle against one of the best hitters of the game on a pitch low and in. Trout's body language said, "I can't believe it. He got me." 2 down. Here's Taylor Ward. Ward lined out back in the first. He's 0 for 1. Next pitch is upstairs, 2-0. Folks, Albert Suarez. Might we have another legit starter in this rotation out of nowhere? We'll ride the train as long as it's running. This one's hit in the air to right. Santander doesn't have to move at all. It's right to him, and the inning is over. Suarez strikes out Mike Trout in a legendary at-bat. I mean, that was something out of The Natural or something, except it was the pitcher who was the veteran trying to show what he can still do. Okay, we go to the 4th inning, folks. It's the Orioles 2, the Angels nothing. 2 hits for both sides. The Orioles, though, with a McCann home run and an RBI single by Adley Rutschman. Who do we got due up in the bottom of the inning? I believe it'll be Santander, Urias, and Mullins. Is that right? Could be wrong. You may be right. I may be crazy. Yes, Santander, Urias, and Mullins are due up in the 4th. Folks, still needing those 10 subs. How about one? You know, your boy can shoot low. Your boy can aim low. How about one sub? It's been such a great start, averaging, I don't know, somewhere in the neighborhood of 15 to 20. There have been nights where as many as 35 people have signed up. It has to be said, though, the last couple of days, been going a little bit slow. Just when I'm about to hit 500. Maybe it's just I'm a little too excited about the 500. Maybe that's annoying people. I don't know. But what I can tell you is, if you do sub, there's no obligation, there's no commitment, and no salesman will visit your home. You're not going to get flooded with email spam. Yeah, you know, you're going to be fine. I promise. It just helps the channel grow to hit that 500 milestone. I mean, I'd love to show you guys what it means to the channel. I'm fully transparent about the growth of this channel because it's not just me, it's everybody. It's an Orioles community we're building here. Anthony Santerre is going to lead it off here in the top of the 4th. Batting from the right side. And he takes a breaking ball up and away for ball 1. Santander been on an extra base hit run in those last 2 games in Kansas City, hitting 4 doubles and a triple between Saturday and Sunday. This one is also low and in, 2-0 on Santander. Another gem from a Phillies Suarez. All we need is Eugenio Suarez to hit 3 home runs. Where is he playing now? Is he? I think he's with the Diamondbacks. This one's off the plate. 3-0 to Santander, leading off the top of the 4th. Next pitch is a called strike. This one's up and away. So Santander draws a pretty easy walk. Detmers has been missing the zone here a lot so far tonight. I think that's his 3rd walk. Yep, 3 walks already. And he's only gotten through 3 innings plus 1 batter. Let's try to make that free pass hurt. Ramon Urias will step in. He's 0 for 1 tonight. Grounded out to 3rd back in the 2nd inning. First pitch to him is low. Also a bit inside. 1-0 on Urias. Getting a chance to start mainly because Ryan Mountcastle is out with a knee problem, a precautionary omission, according to manager Brandon Hyde. So, folks, don't panic over Ryan Mountcastle, because if you panic, then I'll panic. Actually, they're showing Mountie there in the dugout next to Grayson Rodriguez with a big smile on his face. Mountie looking happy. 1-1 on Urias, and this one is on the outside edge for a called strike. 1-2. Eugenio Suarez was 3 for 4 with 2 RBI for the D-backs tonight. There you go. It is Suarez Day. It's National Suarez Day. 4/22/24. Actually, when you think about it, think about all the 4s and 2s going on with this date. 4/22/24. It's a little freaky, folks. It's a little freaky. It's one of those weird days that you have to stop and go, oh, that's interesting. Okay, 2-2 the count on Urias. Next one's popped up foul behind the plate. Another long at bat. Detmers on 55 pitches, and he's only gotten 9 outs. Here comes the 2-2. And this one is hit in the air, down the right field foul line in the corner, and it'll reach the seats by about 3 rows and then bounce about 10 rows farther back. Still 2-2 on Urias. Runner at first, nobody down. The Orioles ahead 2-0. Currently enjoying a 2-game win streak. Taking the final 2 games at Kansas City. Here comes the next pitch, and this one's tapped to the right. Second baseman misplays it, picks it up. Wow, that ball luckily stayed in the path of Adrianza as he was down to a knee. If that ball was out of his arm's reach, then the runner would have gotten to first, but able to pick it up and still throw out Ramon Urias at first. It does move Santander into scoring position with only 1 out. And here's a drive by Mullins, but he pulls it. It hooks foul all the way. He had a nice uppercut stroke on that pitch. Just got out in front of it. 0-1 on Mullins. Detmers takes a look at Santander at second, and now the pitch and a fly ball. Left center. Center fielder Trout calling off the left fielder makes the catch to medium deep left center field. 2 down here in the top of the 4th. By the way, there's some more Oriole promotion giveaways being talked about. There's going to be a Gunnar Henderson bobblehead, a Corbin Burns bobblehead, an Adley Rutschman pullover hoodie. Are you kidding me? A pullover hoodie with Rutschman's name and number on the back? I want that. Here's a check swing by McCann, but he went around. 2 down. Santander at second base, and McCann, who's already got the home run tonight, with an 0-1 count. This season, the Orioles with runners in scoring position have hit 9 home runs. That's first in baseball. Here's a ground ball, and the shortstop is going to have this one to end the inning. McCann grounds out on a bounce to short, and at the end of 3.5, the Orioles ahead 2-0. We strand a runner in scoring position there. All right. Oh, it might be time for your boy to take a break with Lucky. How's it going there, Charm City chat? Come on, fire a question at me, why don't you? Get to know your play-by-play announcer. Who's got a question? Hey, BW, what's your favorite? Oh, somebody already asked me what my favorite baseball movie was. I don't know. Think of something. It's an AMA between innings. Orioles 2, Angels nothing. By the way, did they post that home run? That's right. Lucky strikes. The Orioles. Oh, my God. We're 7 away. We're 7 away, folks. I mean, it's going to happen tonight. Tell me. That's right, JR. They're toasted. 7. The magnificent 7. The number 7. The number Cal Ripken Sr. wore with pride. Show me that Orioles pride. Let's wrap up this army of the original 500 BirdWatchers. I mean, I'm already excited. You know what? I'm already, if it's premature, I don't care. I can't believe it. We're going to get there. It's happening, folks. Thank you for signing up. A lucky 7 means a lucky strike for your boy, the BirdWatcher. But we'll check back in. I'm going to wait on that lucky. Maybe I'll wait on that lucky to celebrate a potential milestone. We're going to go to the bottom of the 4th. Miguel Sano will lead it off. He'll be followed by Mickey Moniak and Joe Adell. That's right, Paper Chase. Let's go. Suarez out there for his 4th inning of work, and the first pitch is low and away to Adele. Or excuse me, Sano. I'm sorry. Sano about 100 pounds more than Adele. He's a big man. This one catches the bottom outside corner of the zone. Nice pitch there by Suarez. 1-1 on Sano. And there's a check swing, appeal. Actually, the home plate umpire says no need to check at first. I'm going to say you swung, buddy. And the count 1-2 on Sano. The pitch. Upstairs, 2-2. I got to think of some kind of 500 celebration. I don't know. Maybe I can look up a YouTube video. There's a swing and a miss. Suarez strikes out Sano here to begin the bottom of the 4th. So that's 3 1/3 to go with his 5 2/3. So make that now 9 shutout innings so far in Suarez's 2024. Basically, he's pitched a shutout over the course of 2 games. Unbelievable. Swing and a miss. Moniak. Yeah, they're talking about the break on Suarez's fastball, and that's what's making it so hard to barrel up for these hitters. Both the Twins and now tonight the Angels. 0-2 the count on Moniak. And the pitch. Upstairs, 1 ball and 2 strikes. And the 1-2 is upstairs, 2-2. You know, it makes me think about some of the Orioles of the past, like a Davey Johnson. Spent so much time in the minors. Local guy, finally got a shot. There's a swing and a miss. Suarez strikes out Moniak. 2 down in the 4th on back-to-back strikeouts. What a story Albert Suarez is becoming, folks. You gotta love the game of baseball sometimes, if not all the time. All right, Adele now at the plate, and he pops the first pitch up. Gunnar Henderson waves off everyone. It's right there at the shortstop position. He makes the catch. 1, 2, 3 go the Angels. 4 shutout innings on 2 hits. And I think 1 walk, right? He walked Trout in that first at-bat. That's right, 2 hits and a walk. Suarez, look at this line. 57 pitches through 4, 35 for strikes. The 1 free pass, the 2 hits. I don't think he's given up an extra base hit. I think they're both singles. I mean, folks, Albert Suarez making his presence known. He went out there in his first game and he said, you know what, I'm going to earn myself a second start, which he did. And now, if he goes on and pitches like this, he's going to earn himself not only a 3rd start, he's going to earn himself the opportunity to maybe not be good in a start, but still get the chance to pitch in another start. You know what I'm saying? He's not just building opportunities to pitch. He's building opportunities to, you know, maybe have a bad one once in a while and still get the call. I mean, this guy looks fantastic. Okay, to the 5th inning we go. And again, your boy is just a few away. 6. Count them, 6. Half a dozen. 6. I mean, what do you get for 6? What comes in packages of 6? It's a half a dozen eggs. It's a 6-pack. Oh, it's so close. We're getting there tonight, folks. We just got to average 1 new sub like per inning. We'll get there. Colton Cowser is going to lead it off in the bottom of the 5th. He'll be followed by Jorge Mateo, and back to the top of the order and Gunnar Henderson. Cowser with 5 home runs in his last 10 ball games. You want to talk about a week and a half. Yeah, get the beer ready, everybody. A 6-pack of your favorite beer. What's your favorite beer, everybody? Let's hear it in chat. 6 donuts? I will park 6 donuts. There's a called strike to Colton Cowser. Cowser 0 for 1 tonight. This one's popped up. Left center, left fielder. Actually, more left field than anything. The cameraman kept Trout in the picture for no good reason. As Cowser flies out to left to begin the top of the 5th. In steps Jorge Mateo. Narniak's going with the Miller Lite. Well, at least Miller Lite is cheap enough where if I get the 500, I'll crack one open and pour it out. Do I have any champagne around? What do I got? What do I got for a celebratory? There's a called strike to Mateo, bottom of the zone. 0-1. Mateo walked in his last at-bat, then stole second, stole third, and came around to score. This one's hit on the ground. Diving stop by the third baseman, Sano. Gets up and throws out the speedy Mateo. Wow, Sano, not known for his defensive prowess, flashed some serious leather on that play at the hot corner. I mean, that was a reflex reaction and able to get to his feet and throw out the speedy Mateo. Well done there by Sano, it has to be said. Mateo throwing out with plenty of room. 2 down, nobody on. Gunnar Henderson at the plate. Hey, Fitzy. Fitzy's in the house. Fitzy, you're here for perhaps the moment. Folks, say hi to my fellow colleague, another streamer. He's got his own channel. It's simply Thomas Fitzpatrick. I don't know if you can just click on his name and it'll take you his channel or not. Otherwise, I'd drop the link in there. This ball is fouled away. Or no, that ball was just inside and it got past the catcher. 2-1 the count. Oh, that ball was up and in. Your boy looks away for just a moment. And in fact, Fitzy, this is how things work around here, you know? LFG is right. And Fitzy, I feel like this is the perfect time to, give you the status that you deserve. Here's a swing and a miss. Now, Fitzy, you take on the status of moderator, understanding like I do, because this is what we do, that there's no obligation as a moderator. You don't have to do a darn thing. You don't have to come to every game. But when you are here, maybe just occasionally throw out a, hey, folks, like and subscribe. Or maybe if somebody's spamming, help out, maybe let me know. But Fitzy knows how it works. Guys, I moderate over on some other channels as well. I know how it works. There's no commitment. Nobody has any expectations of me, nor me of them. That's how it works. Here's a swing and a miss. Oh, no, it's a foul tip there by Gunnar. Full count on Henderson. 2 down, nobody on. And this one is fouled back. Long at bat here. Detmers up to 73 pitches here in the 5th. So 1 more inning for him probably. And then we can get to this bullpen. This one swung on, hit on the ground, and through the hole on the right side, a base hit. On a full count, Henderson finds the hole on the right, a 2-out single, and that'll bring up Adley Rutschman. That is usually how it works, right, Fitz? And typically with your moderators, Fitz, do you have a lot of drama? Do you have a whole lot of... Oh, is Pure streaming right now too? I was looking for you guys earlier, trying to say hi before this late game started. I figured at least one of you might be doing a game. This one swung on. Left field. Going back. And this one's going to hit off the base of the wall. Rutschman will drive in Gunnar Henderson, who motors all the way around from first. An RBI double, the second RBI of the night for Rutschman, and the Orioles now lead 3-0. Adley going deep off the base of the wall in left center field. That ball was stroked. Three to nothing Baltimore. Adley driving in Gunnar. You love to see it. Here's Westburg, first pitch swinging. Lifts the ball in the right field. Joe Adele makes the easy catch. But the Orioles add another big run. They get to Detmers once more. We are halfway through this one. It's the Orioles 3 and the Angels nothing. All right, folks. With that added run, let's go. 5 to go. And here's the deal, folks. I know there's going to be one or two of you that might sub tonight, and then as soon as the game's over, you're going to unsub. So if I get exactly to 500, the odds are an hour from now or an hour from the end of the game, whatever, it'll be down to $4.99. But I'm still going to celebrate either way. You know, let's do this. Maybe I'll just use somebody else's. There's got to be just a corny 500 sub celebration video already out there on YouTube. Why? Because everything is on YouTube. Hey, Rhino is streaming right now too. 500 sub celebration. Look at this. Like I said, there's always... There we go. There. All right, so I'm going to have this... I'm going to have this on standby. Because this is the best I can do, folks. Limited resources for your boy, the BirdWatcher, out here on the other side of the planet. But he's doing everything he can to give you all the coverage you need. Orioles baseball. We are in good shape here. Albert Suarez with another great outing through 4 innings. He's now up to, 9 2/3 shutout innings. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? All right. There's a shot of a couple of Oriole fans sitting right behind the dugout. There's a swing and a miss. Suarez starts off Logan O'Hoppe by getting him to chase a pitch off the plate. O'Hoppe had a base hit his last time up. There is a called strike. Bottom of the zone on the outside edge. Suarez locating beautifully right now. 0-2 on O'Hoppe. And this one's upstairs. That's just the 60th pitch today from Suarez. The 1-2 is low and outside. Looks like Suarez let go of that ball a little late, and it just dove straight down to the ground. 2-2 on O'Hoppe. Swing and a miss. A changeup that moved low and in on O'Hoppe. Absolutely had him fooled. I tell you what, Suarez, he's a sneaky pitcher. He doesn't have your standard arsenal. Pretty much just a fastball, changeup, little bit of a breaking ball, but man, everything's moving and it's moving up, down, left, right. Want to know the count here now on Adrianza. Again, this is his first first appearance of the season with the big club. I'm not 100% sure of this, but I'm assuming that with the injury to Anthony Rendon that this has been the replacement on the roster. That would explain the timing. Here's a swing and a miss. Adrianza now with a 1-2 count. He flew out back in the second inning. Left-handed hitter. This one's lifted. Left field. Cowser will make the catch with Mullins also backing him up on the play. 2 down here in the 5th. Suarez is cruising. He's cruising. And suddenly my broadcast is acting weird. It's jumping between the game and a blue background. Okay, maybe that was just a momentary glitch. Here's Neto at the plate. Is it Neto or Neto? I think it's Neto. But I like Neto because, you know, it's kind of neat. The 1-0 to Zach is low and away. 2-0 the count. Bases empty. 2 down in the bottom of the 5th. The Orioles ahead, 3-0. This one is lined, and that's a fair ball down the left field line into the corner. Zach Neto will cruise into second with a stand-up 2-out double. So some production from the number 9 spot. And the Angels have a runner in scoring position with 2 away and back to the top of the order. That's the 4th double of the season for Neto. Neto. You say potito, I say potato. Sean Wells at the plate, and the first pitch is a little bit outside for ball 1. That was the 70th pitch of the day for Suarez. If he can get Sean Well here, he should be good to go for another inning. This one's hit on the ground. Second base, Mateo has it over to first in time. Make it 5 shutout innings for Suarez tonight. Make it 10 2/3 shutout innings of baseball in his Orioles career. Eventually, folks, he's going to have to give up a run. I mean, you know. But how great of an unexpected gift is this? Speaking of how great of an unexpected gift, folks, the Fantastic Four. We are 4 away. Come on. At this point, you want to be there, right? You want to be a part of this magical moment, right? Folks, we are April 22nd. This channel basically started the first game against the Angels, opening day, Corbin Burns, and we have not stopped since. I mean, pretty much right here, folks. There you go. There's what happened since this started. Yeah, I had some friends come over. I did some spring training stuff, flatlining there in March. Here's your opening day, and there's the steady climb. And pretty much the only reason you'll have a day like that's flat, like say right here, those are your off days. Those are your off days. You can tell when we have an off day. Folks, 4 more to go. Your boy is going to have a lucky. The Orioles had 3-0. We'll go to the top of the 6th. And I'll still be here just off camera. Okay? Appreciate it. Uh-oh. Look out. All right. Here we go. Magic, 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 magic. Orioles magic. Feel it happen. Something magic happens. The magic of Orioles baseball. All right, first pitch swinging here in the top of the 6th, and Santander fouls one behind the plate. Anthony Santander. Oh for 1 so far tonight. Here's a ground ball, third base. Sano with a low throw. but Shanwell is able to handle it, and Santander will ground out to begin the top of the 6th. Here's Ramon Urias, 0 for 2 so far tonight. Holiday did not get sent down. There was a roster move because Austin Hayes has been put on the DL. Manny Benuelos, a third catcher, currently on the roster. Probably a very temporary move, maybe to help finish out this road trip. We'll see what the roster looks like when we get back home on Friday. Urias with a 1-0 count right now. He's 0 for 2 so far. Here's a fly ball, right field. Adele backing up, but he's got room, and he makes the catch. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Detmers is probably going to get through 6 innings, and if he doesn't give up another run, it'll be a quality start. But his offense has been unable to help him out. Still 3-0 here, Baltimore. Cedric Mullins at the plate. He's 0 for 2, and first pitch is a strike. The next offering is popped up on the infield. Everybody coming in. The first baseman is calling off, and Shanwell makes the catch as he nearly stumbles over the edge of the pitching mound. But that's a quick top of the 6th. We go to the bottom half. Albert Suarez looks ready to come out to pitch again. It's the Orioles 3, the Angels nothing, and your boy needs to hurry up and finish his lucky. They're toasted. Come on, Charm City. How you feeling tonight? What's going down back there in Baltimore? Your boy been living on the other side of the planet a long time. Still keeps up with friends and family, folks back in the D.C. area, Baltimore area, Philly area. I'm a Delmarva kind of guy. Let's get some shout-outs from people in the Baltimore area. Where are you from? We got anybody from Timonium? We got anybody from Dundalk? Who do we got? Any Towson? We got anybody from Towson out there tonight? Sound off. Represent. The Baltimore Sun said Kjerstad is getting recalled tomorrow. Is that true? Well, let me look up the Baltimore Sun. That might be the reason why Benuelos is up for maybe only 1 day. Austin Hayes might actually get replaced by Kjerstad. That would make sense because, see, folks, Benuelos is already with the team because every team has a backup third catcher that is basically used as a bullpen catcher. But if a catcher is injured, they don't have to go to the farm or have somebody take a plane ride across the country. They got somebody they can activate on the roster. So maybe that's the plan. Hayes is on the DL. Benuelos is on for tonight to cover that roster spot. And then we're going to see Kjerstad called up tomorrow. Folks, how exciting is that going to be? Kjerstad could be in the lineup tomorrow night. All right, back underway. Bottom of the 6th. Mike Trout at the plate in the exact way you want to see him. Base is empty. 0-1 on Trout. Next pitch is way off the plate outside. 1-1. We got base in Parkville. We got the man in Canton. Curtis, everybody's closer to Baltimore than me. Here's a ground ball foul off to the left. The only way you could be farther away from Baltimore than me is if you are in outer space. You have to be somewhere not on this earth. 1-2 the count on Trout. And this one's upstairs, 2-2. Maximus went to University of Maryland, Baltimore County. Lives in Cockeysville. Over 10 years representing. Nice. Oh, that pitch had the top of the zone, it would appear. Trout, though, reacted like it was not on the plate, and the umpire giving Trout the benefit of the doubt. That'll work the count full. The payoff pitch is swung on and fouled back. So another battle here between Suarez and Trout. Suarez won the previous battle that went to a full count by striking out Trout. This will be the 7th pitch of this sequence. And it's up and in for ball 4. So a leadoff walk to Trout. You'd hate to give a leadoff walk when you got a lead in the ball game. And normally you'd say, well, maybe it's time for that pitcher to find somebody to come out. Brandon Hyde is on the phone. But the fact that it's Mike Trout, I'm not ready to give up on Suarez for tonight yet. Let's see what he can do right now. Taylor Ward at the plate, and he takes inside for ball 1. This is a big at-bat in terms of whether or not Suarez can get through 6 innings. Next pitch is a called strike. A late call there by the ump. Ward is 0 for 2 so far tonight. Suarez now on 80 pitches. This one's upstairs. And Adley's going to go out to have a chat. He might see Suarez beginning to lose his command, and this chat is maybe to help calm him down and also give the bullpen a little bit of time to get ready. We do have activity. Mike Ballman is out there getting loose. Your boy will be back on screen momentarily. A 2-1 count on Ward with Trout at first, nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th. The pitch is lined foul down the left field line. The count even up at 2-2. Yeah, the International Space Station is closer to Baltimore than I am, probably, depending on where it is rotating around. Here's the pitch upstairs, and the count goes full to Ward. Okay, well, here we go. Let's see if Trout might take off with the pitch. Miguel Sano is on deck. The payoff pitch is swung on and fouled off to the right. So after a long at-bat with Trout, we got another long one here with Ward. Here comes the 7th pitch, and it's lined right back to Suarez, who makes the catch. Trout was off with the pitch, and they'll double him up at first. Folks, Albert Suarez can do no wrong. Unbelievable. That ball was roped right back at him, and he caught it like it was nothing. He caught that like it was just a ball getting tossed back from the catcher. And he just throws it over to first for the easy double play. 2 down, nobody on. Here's Sano. First pitch. That ball had the top of the zone, but Suarez doesn't get the call. 1-0 on Sano, who struck out twice so far tonight. Folks, Orioles magic alive and well in the arm of Albert Suarez. 2-0 the count. The pitch is swung on and missed. Everyone is feeling the Suarez love. I love it too. 2-1 the count. This one is hit up the middle for a base hit, just to the left of the second base bag. Mullins will field. Sano with a turn around the bag at first, but he'll hold up there with a 2-out single. So how big is that double play? That ball was 112 miles an hour off the bat, and that might be enough for Brandon Hyde to say, I think I got the most I can out of Mr. Suarez. It's going to be the same repeat of his first game. 5 2/3 innings without giving up a run. Although he does have a runner on first, it is his responsibility. But the Oriole fans who are in the crowd, including someone wearing a cow outfit, gives Suarez a standing O as he leaves the field. Albert Suarez, ladies and gentlemen. What a performance. Back-to-back starts. 1 out shy of 6 shutout innings. 1 out shy, and folks, 2 people shy. 2. Dos eques. Dos BirdWatchers. Okay, Trace. I apologize. Trace. Somebody had had enough. Somebody had had enough of all this Orioles winning. They had enough of me being excited about Albert Suarez. They just had enough. Well, it's understandable. Trace to go. And then I can play whatever this is. I don't even know what happens here. Are they going to play Baby Shark? I don't know. Anyway, we're going to have Mike Ballman come out here to try to get the final out here in the 6th. Moniak is due to hit. He is 0 for 2 so far tonight and hitting just a $149. Five 2/3 innings, 4 hits, 2 walks, 5 strikeouts for Albert Suarez. He cannot lose this game. But if the Orioles can hold the lead, he would win. Mike Ballman on the bump. And the first pitch to Moniak is a called strike at the bottom of the zone. Bottom of the 6th, 2 down, runner at first. Mike Ballman on in relief of Suarez. This is his 11th appearance of the season. ERA of 3.86. Here's a swing and a miss by Moniak, and the count 0-2. I would love your feisty 82-year-old mom to be my 500th, the man. I would love that. Oh, I'm off screen. I forgot. Your boy is so excited, he just can't hide it. Wow, there's a lot of light coming in from behind me, by the way. Apologies, folks. It's that time of the morning here where the sun is shining directly through. Maybe it's fitting. We're playing the Angels, and I've got some angelic light shining in behind my back. There's an angel on my shoulder. 1-2 the count on Moniak. Runner at first, 2 down. The pitch is up and in. And the count 2-2. Here we go. Foul back. Still 2-2 on Moniak. So Ballman comes in and immediately has a battle. 6 pitches already in his first matchup here with Moniak. Joe Adell on deck. This one is outside, and the count goes full. All right, Ballman. Hang in there. Hang in there, pal. First 6 pitches of the at-bat were all fastballs. That last one was a curve. This one's pop foul behind the plate, and we'll do it again. Back to the fastball for Ballman. Sano had taken off with that pitch. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 out, bottom of the 6th. And here's a swing and a miss. And down goes Moniak. Down go the Angels. Mike Ballman comes in, gets the strikeout to end the inning and wrap up the day for Albert Suarez. He will remain with an ERA of 0.00. That's right. Albert Suarez has an ERA matching the GPA of Bluto Blutarski, 0.00. Folks, we're going to the 7th inning. Late innings here in Anaheim. It's the Orioles 3, the Angels nothing. Let's hear it. You got the touch. You got the power. Only need to complete 5 innings for a win, Narniak. 6 innings is if you want to get that quality start. That's 6 innings of 3 runs or less. Quality starts getting harder and harder to come by as starting pitchers average less and less innings as time goes on. Now, what's happening here with my stream? Your boy's going to have to refresh and cross his fingers. What's going on here? Always seems to be at least one time per night where the stream I'm watching gives me a little bit of trouble. Hang in there, folks. Your boy's working hard. You can't fault him for hardly working. He's working hard. Pure, did I get there? Did it happen? Ladies and gentlemen, holy cow! 500! I don't know what this means. I guess there's not much to it. I thought maybe there'd be something to look at here. But yes, 500 subs, folks. A huge milestone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. My goodness. All right. Let me get that out of the way. Maybe that video is the reason why I'm having some trouble over here. Folks, what a embarrassing combination of events. If I'm hitting 500 subs the moment my game is unable to go here. What's happening? All right, your boy's going to have to go to a backup plan. Folks, apologies. I will catch you up on everything that we might have missed here momentarily. Oh, it's always something, isn't it? Always something. It would help if maybe my touchpad wasn't being so disagreeable. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Might this be it? Might this be it? Okay. It is live, but it's currently, unfortunately, having issues. Folks, I missed a Colton Cowser home run. I missed a Colton Cowser home run. It's up there on the board. He went with a solo shot, 394 feet to center field. How embarrassing is this? Oh, there it is. Okay, the ball game's up. Cowser just hit that home run. The game is now up. Unbelievable. We hit 500 subs, and the milkman goes deep. Let me say it extremely late. Bye-bye birdie for Colton Cowser. All right. Jorge Mateo with a fly ball to center field. And there's 2 out here in the 7th, folks. Shameful. Shameful, I know. But hey, look at it this way. Even when my stream goes down, we have good luck. Even when my stream went down, we had good luck. Stay with your boy, the BirdWatcher. Technical difficulties are bound to happen once in a while. Okay, Gunnar Henderson at the plate. First pitch is low. 2 down, nobody on, and a run in on a Colton Cowser solo home run. Henderson tonight 1 for 3 with a run scored. Hunter Strickland, the right-hander, getting loose for the Angels in the bullpen, and I think they've got a new pit. No, Reid Detmers is still out there with 2 out in the 7th. One and 2 on Henderson. Currently hitting .281. Had a single back in the 5th. Oh, what now? Are you serious? Okay, well. Jeez Louise. Yeah, my game is just popping on and off. 2 and 2 the count on Henderson. Your boy, the BirdWatcher. He fouls this one off to the right. It has been a bad inning in terms of technical difficulties for the BirdWatcher in the top of the 7th, but so far so good for the Orioles with a run in on a Cowser home run. 2 down, 2 and 2 on Henderson. And now what? You know, okay, we're going to be difficult, apparently. We are going to be difficult. This is not what I had in mind. Gunnar Henderson just hit a triple. Gunnar Henderson with a fair ball down the right field line, and he motors all the way around to third base. Holy Toledo. A triple for Henderson. Unfortunately, my stream is just stopping and starting every few seconds right now. This is the 22nd game that I've done, and this is probably, other than the Apple TV game, the worst problems that I've had trying to follow the ball game. First 6 innings, no problems. My humble apologies, folks. One thing I can promise you is that I'm way too stubborn to give up. I will continue to fight for the best possible stream I can find to call this game for you. But it looks like the end of the top of the 7th as Adley Rutschman flies out to right field. But the Orioles do get a 4th run on the board, courtesy of Colton Cowser's 6th home run in, 10.5 games? Absolutely on fire, Colton Cowser. And I'm pretty sure the Orioles are going to go to the bullpen. Well, I mean, they already went to Ballman, but let's see who they go to now in the bottom of the 7th, whether they stick with Ballman or let's see who's due up. We got a righty, and a righty. Okay, maybe Ballman stays out there for another few batters. I'm still working on this, folks. This is really annoying. I'm sure it's not fun for you guys either. I mean, just as I'm trying to celebrate a milestone for the channel, here I am scrambling. All right, I might have found it here. Or maybe not. I think I've got the game up. Okay. What are you doing? I tell you what, between the touchpad sensitivity giving me problems, your boy needs a brand new computer. I mean, if that's the first addition to upgrading the channel, so be it. But let's get a new computer, for crying out loud. Oh boy. Bottom of the 7th, leading things off, and Joe Adele has just gone yard. Joe Adele takes Mike Baumann deep, and the Angels are on the board. It's 4-1. Well, how about that? Adele going opposite field. It's the Orioles 4, the Angels 1. Okay. I am trying. Can we get a stream that maybe doesn't pause every 5 seconds, please? That's Adele's second home run of the season. It wasn't a bad pitch by Baumann. It was at the bottom of the zone. Okay. So nobody out, a run in. And here's Adrianza. Here's a swing and a miss. 0-2 the count on Adrianza. And so far it's been 20. Well, there you go. Another pause. I thought maybe this game was going to not give me any more problems. The 0-2 pitch is lifted in the air. Left center, and it's going to drop and fall in front of Mullins. Second hit of the inning for the Angels. The first time they've had 2 hits in an inning tonight. A home run by Adele and now a single by O'Hoppe, his second of the night. And who's going to replace Baumann if he doesn't have it? That's back-to-back hits, including a homer. And McCann, along with pitching coach Drew French, going to have a meeting on the mound here. Nobody out, bottom of the 7th. And a run in already for the Angels. Who's up in the pen? It's got to be somebody. Still a ways to go in this one. The Orioles need 9 more outs. Here is the bullpen. We've got 2 righties, Jacob Webb and Yinier Cano, getting loose. We are in the bottom of the 7th, nobody out. And this meeting on the mound is over. In steps Adrianza. Ehire, again, I'm only guessing, E-H-I-R-E. Ehire Adrianza. 0 for 2 so far tonight. First pitch to him is just off the plate. One and 0 on Adrianza. Next pitch. 2-0. All right, come on. I mean, I want to see another pitcher in here right now. 2-0 the count on Adrianza. And here's a check on the runner. Back in with a slide. I can tell the BirdWatcher Charm City chat is starting to feel the pressure. Here's a pitch for a called strike. Boy, this umpire likes to give the delayed strike call. 2-1 on Adrianza. How about a ground ball for a double play here? All right. And what's happened here? Unbelievable. You got to be kidding me. Adrianza reaches first base. There's still nobody out. And my stream is giving me problems, folks. Here we go again. Here we go again. 2 on, nobody out. Ballman has not gotten an out here in the 7th. He's given up a home run, a hit, and he either hit the batter or walked him. Either way, I'm hoping we're in the middle of a pitching change while your boy tries to get the stream up and running again. Okay, we're in a commercial break, so I'm assuming we are indeed in the middle of a pitching change. Again, Webb and Cano were getting loose. Let's see if, yep, it looks like Cano has already been announced. He's already listed here on the page. So with nobody out and the tying run coming to the plate, we go to Cano. And I feel like this particular stream is already a lot better than the previous one. Fingers crossed, folks. At this point, I just want a stream I can rely on. Okay. By the way, look at that, folks. Up to 504. Come on. Fantastic. Fantastic. And thanks to Pure Adrenaline Sports, thanks to Thomas Fitzpatrick, thanks to Janet Hill, who's in here modding. Janet, fantastic job to you. I don't even have to tell you what to do. You get it. You just hang out and you just sort of keep Charm City charming. There's not a whole lot to this. And, of course, there's no obligation on your part, Janet. If you can't make it one night, if you can't make it 1 week or 1 month, any sort of help you give the BirdWatcher is greatly appreciated. There's no obligation. Okay? That is something anybody who might be modding for the BirdWatcher needs to understand. It's a very simple gig, and there's no obligation. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. You can stop at any time. You can not show up if you got other things going on. It's all good. All right, Cano is out here. Let's get the scoreboard back up. First pitch is a called strike. Let's see some more strikes. Zach Neto at the plate. He doubled in his last plate appearance. He's 2 for 2 tonight. Represents the tying run. The 0-1 is up and away, 1-1. Come on, Cano. Don't you know? Ohapi at first. Or excuse me, Ohapi at second. This could be two. Gunner flips it to second for one. Over to first. Two. A 6-4-3 double play. Just what the doctor ordered. 2 outs. And now just a runner at third base. Cano comes in and gets a double play ball, folks. Let's go. 6-4-3. Gunner to Mateo to Urias. And now no longer the tying run at the plate. It's Nolan Shanwell, and he swings and misses at the first pitch. What a huge double play here in the bottom of the 7th. Shanwell 0 for 2 with a sac bunt. The 0-1 pitch is, where'd that miss? McCann was framing it. It looked pretty good. Cano does not get the call. It's 1-1. 4-1 Orioles in the bottom of the 7th here in the opening game of a 3-game series against the Angels. This one is a called strike. That one looked more off the plate than the last one, but he gets the call. Either way, the count 1-2. And we want to go ahead and get this out with Mike Trout on deck. If this inning goes any further, Trout would be up as the tying run. The 1-2 pitch, just a bit high. McCann froze that pitch, tried to frame it. It looked like it was belt high. Count now even up 2-2. Here comes the pitch. Inside, 3-2. Runner at third. 2 down. We're in the bottom of the 7th. The payoff pitch to Shanwell is lined into right field over the glove of the second baseman for a base hit, and that'll drive in a run. It's an RBI single for Nolan Shanwell. And the Angels have cut that 4-0 Orioles lead in half here in the bottom of the 7th. It's now 4-2. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Starting to work up a bit of a sweat over here. So now the tying run is back up to the plate in the form of Mike Trout. My goodness. Cano versus Trout. 2 down in the 7th. The first pitch is a called strike. A big first strike here in the at-bat for Cano. Trout has walked twice and struck out. He has not put the ball in play. This one's low and away, 1-1. Everybody out there in Birdland, come on, folks. I know we're all in different parts of the globe, but we got to virtually lock arms and see this lead through. Here's a ground ball foul by Trout, who goes down to the ground. I might have fouled it off his ankle. Top of his foot. Yeah, that's off the top of the foot. So a stinger there for Trout. A player like him, I think that only gets him upset. All right. We're getting ready for the next pitch here on a 1-2 count. Here it is, low and away, excuse me. That ball went in the dirt. Count even up at 2-2. It is nervous time. We've got double barrel action in the Angels bullpen. A couple of righties. The 1-2 pitch to Trout is inside for ball 2. And apparently, according to Kevin Brown, the scoreboard was wrong because he's saying it's 3-2 now. Scoreboard says 2-2. Kevin Brown says 3-2. I'm going with Kevin. Here's the payoff pitch, and it's grounded to third base. Westburg makes the play. Trout grounds out to third to win the inning. The Orioles give up a couple of runs, but they avoid disaster. Mike Trout up there is the tying run at the plate with 2 down, and they get him. They get him. We're going to the 8th. It's the Orioles 4, the Angels 2. Angels now out hitting the Orioles 7-6, but the Orioles ahead where it counts, 4-2. That's right, JR. We can all take a little bit of a breath. We'll have the heart of the order. Again, with this Orioles lineup, at least most of the time, kind of hard to really pick a heart because guys are hitting top to bottom for the most part. But yeah, we're going to have the 3, 4, 5 hitters due up. Jordan Westburg, 0 for 2 with a walk so far tonight, followed by Anthony Santander, and then Ramon Urias, who's 0 for 3. Boy, I guess we got Ryan O'Hearn. You know, if there's going to be a righty out there in relief, and there will be, Hunter Strickland is going to come out to pitch the 8th inning. So I'm going to go ahead and call it, folks. Expect Ryan O'Hearn to pinch hit for Ramon Urias as the 3rd batter of this inning. And the righty Strickland will have to face him. He has to face 3 minimum or get the 3rd out. So starting off the inning, he will indeed face Urias in the order. I would expect Ryan O'Hearn to come on to pinch hit. But first, it's Jordan Westburg coming up. Your reigning American League Player of the Week, Jordan Westburg. By the way, Strickland with an ERA of 4.91, 7 1/3 innings. Opponents hitting .267 off of him. All right. James Bowling, how you doing? Hey, brother, you live in West Virginia, but you're from Baltimore, and you love the Orioles, and you're so glad you found me to listen to every game. Thanks, brother. Thank you, James. It is a mutually beneficial relationship. You can bet on that. You got somebody here to help you call the game, and I got people here to help support the Orioles because I'm here to watch history, folks. 41 years in the making. First pitch to Westburg off the plate for ball 1. Next one catches the outside corner at the knees. 1 ball and 1 strike to Westburg, leading off the top of the 8th. Again, he's 0 for 2 with a walk. Currently batting .320. And this one's fouled at the plate. 1-2 on Jordan Westburg. Hey, James, spread the word out there in West Virginia, will you? I know there's Oriole fans in West Virginia. I know it for a fact. There's a called strike 3. Inside edge there by Strickland, and Westburg goes down looking. 1 out here in the top of the 8th. And that'll bring up Anthony Santander. Santander 0 for 2 tonight. Now hitting from the left side. And he takes a first pitch strike from Strickland. Santander did have a walk back in the 4th. Otherwise 0 for 2. Next pitch. Tried to catch the outside edge. Santander able to lay off at the count 1-1. 1 out here in the top of the 8th. The Orioles ahead 4-2. They took a 4-0 lead. The Angels have fought back. Here's a swing and a miss. Santander way behind on that fastball. Base is empty. And the 1-2. That one's lined right to the third baseman. Wow, what a shift. Miguel Sano basically playing shortstop, catching that Santander liner off the end of the bat. How about that play by Sano? He's made a couple of athletic plays in the field for a guy, again, not known for his glove work. 2 down here in the top of the 8th. Here's Ramon Urias. I guess they're not going to pinch hit with Ryan O'Hearn. I am shocked. Urias takes inside for ball 1. I'm a little surprised. I'm a little surprised. I mean, we got O'Hearn. This seems to be the best spot to put him in the game. This one is off the plate. 2-0 on Urias. 2 down, nobody on, top of the 8th. Strickland's 2-0 pitch is grounded foul off to the left. Urias is 0 for 3 so far. But he has made a couple of nice plays in the field playing first base tonight. The 2-1 pitch is hit on the ground to third. Sano throws across in time. It was a high one, but Shanwell able to keep his foot on the bag. And that'll do it. Boy, Miguel Sano. This might be the best defensive game of his career. We're going to the bottom of the 8th. The Orioles 4, the Angels 2. My goodness. All right, so if we can get 3 outs here, it should be Kimbrel in the 9th once more, I think. Cano has pitched an inning, so who's going to bridge the gap between Cano and Kimbrel? Who do we got due up? It'll be Ward, Sano, and Moniak. Righty, righty, lefty. Moniak, the only lefty due up. Maybe Jacob Webb? Jacob Webb was getting loose earlier. It would be interesting to go to... Well, it looks like Cano's going to stay out there. He pitched a full inning. And we're not seeing anybody replacing Cano yet on the ESPN screen. Trying to get a jump on what's happening here. Cano might have the stamina to go 2 innings, but do you trust him for 2 full innings? Gosh, I don't know. I don't know. Hey, D4, a new Orioles fan. D4, I'd love to have you. By the way, I got a Discord. You can check it out in the description of all my videos. If the Discord invitation link is expired, just let your boy, the BirdWatcher, know. I'll drop a fresh link in there for you. But if you're new to baseball, folks, we've got a thread called the School of Baseball. If you ever have any questions about the rules or why certain things are the way they are, come over and talk about it on the Discord on the School of Baseball thread. All right, Cano is indeed out there to begin things in the 8th. And the first pitch is a called strike to Taylor Ward. Next pitch, low and away for ball 1. Yeah, folks, let's show D4 some love, our newest member in the BirdWatcher community. 1-on-1 on Ward. This one is grounded. Slowly to third. Westburg needs to hurry. He does. Westburg throws out Ward. First out of the inning in the bottom of the 8th. So 4 outs recorded by Cano. Don't you know? 42 said Hikes saying hello from Colorado. How you doing, 42? Good to have you, buddy. Colorado representing Birdland. Here's Sano. You got Sano versus Cano. Don't you know? Sano has struck out twice, and then he singled his last time up. He's hitting .302 on the season. This one's drilled foul. Look out over there. My goodness. If there was ever a reason to point to that protective netting now installed along the foul lines, that was it. That ball was laced. This one's drilled. Deep left. Oh, it's not that deep. My goodness. Boy, off of the bat, Sano was admiring it. It turns out to be a relatively routine fly ball to left field. Boy, Sano had me fooled. That ball sounded loud, and he had a pose. Next thing you know, you cut to the outfield camera, and Colton Cowser's just standing there about 20 feet in front of the track to make a routine catch. And here comes Hyde. Cano gets the first 2 outs in the 8th. I guess we're doing this by committee. Maybe Kimbrel's not available tonight. Jacob Webb is on with 2 down, and the base is empty. We got another break in the action. 42 set hikes watching the Nuggets. I couldn't name you one Nugget. I think the last time I was following the NBA, the Nuggets had Carmelo Anthony, and that's about it. That's about all I can remember. That's how long it's been for your boy. Look at that. Up to 506. Folks, just because I hit the milestone doesn't mean your boy's not appreciative of every new member to the channel. Folks, the BirdWatcher community growing strong and fast, proving to me after each and every game I call that this is a channel that needed to happen. A Birdland community on YouTube following the games day in and day out. Fantastic. Okay, Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray. See, I couldn't even tell you who MPJ is. I don't know the acronym. Janet likes nuggets with sweet and sour sauce. I'm a hot mustard guy myself. Does McDonald's still have hot mustard as a condiment sauce? I feel like that's always been severely underrated. Although your boy's not a big fan of chicken nuggets from McDonald's. Processed pots made into prefabricated shapes. Okay, Jacob Webb is out. Moniak at the plate. First pitch is fouled back. Webb is on here with 2 out and nobody on base. Just being asked to get this final out of the 8th. Maybe going to come out for the 9th. We'll see. The 0-1. Check swing, and it's a foul ball. 0-2 the count. Narniak, I totally agree with you. I mean, look at what we did to Cole Reagans. This one's upstairs. We didn't get to Detmers nearly as hard as we got to Reagans, but yes, we are going after the ace of some of these other teams, and we're getting the better of them. I mean, look at the Twins. Pablo Lopez is their ace, and Albert Suarez outpitched him. This one's popped up. Shallow left center. Henderson calling off the outfielders, and he makes the catch. We are through 8 in Anaheim. We go to the 9th. The Orioles ahead 4-2. 3 more outs to go to 15-7. Folks, that's darn near a 700 winning percentage. That's like on pace to win like 110 games. Let's go. Yeah, huge to beat Detmers. Huge to beat Reagans. Huge to beat Lopez. Who else? Who are some of the other frontliners? Exactly, Narniak. Exactly. I mean, how big was that? I mean, going into that ball game, I was like, wow. We got to somehow sweep the Twins and go use an emergency starter against Pablo Lopez. Now, to be fair, Lopez entered that game with his numbers, his early numbers after just 2 or 3 starts. Not too impressive, but we know Pablo Lopez is a great pitcher. He was fantastic for the Twins last season. He's been great for the Marlins for several years. Solid pitcher. Top of the 9th we go. It'll be Mullins, McCann, and Causa. One more bat for the milkman. By the way, how big is it if we hold on to this win in a game where we don't have Ryan Mountcastle? I mean, that's the first guy you pencil in a lineup against a left-handed starters, Ryan Mountcastle. To be able to do this without him. And yes, you can make jokes about Austin Hayes' production in the early going, but Hayes looked pretty good in his last start. Made some solid contact, got a couple of hits. Or maybe a hit and a walk or a hit and a sacrifice. I don't know. A couple of productive. Hey, speaking of Suarez night, we've got another chunky Suarez in this game. Jose Suarez, a left-hander for the Angels, out on the mound. This kid looks like Bartolo Colon after a binge at Golden Corral. But he is a left-hander. That's the big difference. Boy, if our Suarez is thick, this Suarez is extra thick. Want to know the count on Mullins. And this one is outside, 2-0. I tell you what, I'm looking at some of these pitchers, and your boy's thinking, maybe I've got the physical shape required to be a pitcher. This one's fouled back, 2-1 on Mullins, leading off the top of the 9th. Another Suarez. The Orioles outfielders have the highest slugging percentage in all of baseball. When you combine Causa, Mullins, Santander, even if you add Hayes into the mix, no one's outfield is slugging as well as the Orioles. 2-2 the count on Mullins. Could mean it. Could mean it. And now what? Another pause with the stream? Are you kidding me? We were doing so well. We're in the 9th inning. Let's get over the hump. Maybe it has something to do with being way out on the West Coast. Things get weird out west. That's what I've heard out there in L.A. Got a bunch of weirdos out there. Narniak, are you implying there's gamblers out there who aren't degenerate? I'm just kidding. Okay. Yeah, so my stream just froze again. We're in the top of the 9th. Apparently Mullins has not been retired because it's showing McCann is going to be coming up to the plate now. And I guess it's time. Oh, there it is. All right, stay right there. Don't go anywhere. Don't you go anywhere. Okay, James McCann is apparently about to come up to hit. Are you serious? Are you really doing your boy the BirdWatcher like this late in the ball game? Okay, there he is. 0-1 the count on McCann. Mullins is at first. I'm assuming he got walked because he's 0 for 3. And this one's popped up. Shallow center. Trout coming in. And he finally makes the catch. That ball hung up there forever. One down. McCann pops up to Trout. Mullins at first base. And here comes Causa. Folks, one last time tonight in the Charm City chat. Let's see those cows. Mullins indeed walked. Thank you, the man. Come on, let's see those Causa emojis. He homered his last time up, and it was when my stream went down, folks. First pitch is low to Cowser. Janet coming in with some cows. Let's milk it for all it's worth. The 1-0 to Cowser is up and in. 2-0. This is where you say charge. 2-0 on Cowser, runner at first here in the ninth. And there's a called strike. There goes the runner down to second. Mullins has himself a steal. The aggressive base running continues for Baltimore. Said Mullins. I mean, he's been a 30-30 man before. So far, so good. To go 30-30, you got to average 5 homers and 5 steals a month. Well, that was his 5th steal, and he's already got 5 homers. So you do the math, folks. Here's a swing and a miss by Cowser, and that'll even up the count at 2-2. So with a week left to go in the month of April, said Mullins already at 5 steals and 5 homers. That is all-star, said Mullins. 2-2 on Cowser. Mullins at second, 1 out. And the pitch from Suarez is low for ball 3. Jorge Mateo is on deck. How long will the lefty Suarez be out there? This one's line foul by Cowser off to the right, and the count will remain 3 balls and 2 strikes. As soon as we get a moment, I'll go over the out-of-town scores. I realize now it's been a while. I haven't really done that much. I need to do it more often, maybe a couple of times a night. This one's a check swing, but Cowser went around and he knew it. Cowser went chasing on a pitch about a foot off the plate, and he strikes out. 2 down here in the ninth. So let's see if Suarez will stay out there with the righty Mateo coming up. Indeed, he is. And this one's up and away for ball 1. It'll be the 6, 7, and 8 hitters due up for the Angels. Adele, Ohapi, and Adrianza. And if anyone gets on board, the 9-hitter, Zach Neto. So I don't know who's coming out to close, but with that part of the order, we got to get the job done. Here's a throw back to second after the pitch, and Mullins dives back in safely. 2-0 the count on Mateo now. And what's going on here? Ron Washington is going to come out and have a chat. Washington, the sort to not necessarily send a pitching coach out just to have a conversation. He likes to do it himself. You got a 2-0 count here on Mateo. The Orioles ahead by 2, and another potential run out there at second base. 2 down in the ninth. Come on, Birdland. Your boy, the Birdwatcher, needs your support. The 2-0 coming to Mateo is off the plate, but it gets a called strike. These umpires. That looked off the plate, but okay. 2-1 the count. The pitch. That's hit hard, but foul off to the right. Mateo late on that fastball. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Runner at second, top of the ninth. Mateo versus Suarez. The pitch. Up and away. Count goes full. Top of the order due up. Gunnar Henderson is on deck. The payoff pitch to Mateo. Here it is. Swung on. Popped up. That's not going to do it. Trout will come in and make the catch to win the inning. So the Orioles get a runner into scoring position, but that's it. By the way, he is indeed available. Craig Kimbrell. The first shot of him in the bullpen, apparently he had been warming up during this half inning, and he's ready to come in to try and shut the door. We go to the bottom of the ninth. Kimbrell's coming on, folks. Orioles 4, Angels 2. Kimbrell, I believe, going for his 6th save, and he's also got, 3 wins? So if he were to shut the door down here, then 9 of the 15 wins have either been won or saved by Kimbrell. Again, that's all if things work out. I'm not trying to put the cart before the horse. I'm merely pointing out how well Kimbrell has been doing for us so far in his Orioles tenure. Folks, your boy will throw out one more appeal during the break here since we are in the 9th inning. We got over 60 likes. Wow. Over 1,600 people have checked in at one point or another tonight. The number is looking great. Nearly 100 people here in the chat right now. Folks, if you want to hit that like button, that'd be great. But with 64, your boy's not going to complain. Will you still need me? Will you still feed me when I'm 64? And I am certainly getting older and losing my hair. Yeah, that's exactly, Narniak. Kimbrell out. Yeah. If Mike Trout is up in this inning, we got problems. We just got to end the ball game before the lineup gets back to Trout, and we'll be fine. That's right. Kimbrell is 3-0 with 5 saves, an ERA of a flat 1, 1 run given up in 9 innings, 14 strikeouts to 0 walks. Those are closer numbers, folks. An ERA of 1, striking out about 14 batters per 9, and walking nobody. What else do you want him to do? All right, Joe Adell at the plate. 1 for 3 with a solo home run in his last at bat. Bottom of the 9th. Here we go. Kimbrell on the mound. The first pitch is swung on him, foul back. A 94-mile-an-hour cutter from Craig Kimbrell. Oh, come on, stream. Don't you dare. Not right now. And are you kidding me? Adell just got hit by the pitch. Adell just got hit by the pitch. Kimbrell hits a batter to lead off the 9th and brings the tying run to the plate. Holy Toledo, we're back to Heart Attack City. Hang in there, folks. Hang in there with your boy, the BirdWatcher. We've got another heart attack on our hands. Good Lord. Is it ever easy? Is it ever easy? Ohapi at the plate. First pitch is a strike. Here's the 0-1. This one's off the end of the bat, and it's going to drop in no man's land in right center field. That ball duck snorts in there for a base hit. And it's going to be runners at first and third with nobody out. Oh, my goodness. Holy Toledo, folks. Good Lord, your boy's going to have a heart attack. This ain't happening. This can't be happening, man. This can't be happening. Oh, boy. So that should bring up Adrianza. Yep. Oh, see now, what, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Don't mess me up, please. Wow, the lead runner just stole third base. Joe Adele. It's really not that big of a play. It still keeps a double play in order, and he's not the tying run. But Adele, because the infield was in, took third base because no one was there to cover. Wow. Okay, folks. Hang in there. Nobody out. First and third, and a 1-0 count on Adrianza. The pitch in there for a strike. 1-1. The first two batters have reached here in the ninth. They are the tying runs at first and third. Kimbrel trying to get back into the zone here. Here's a ground ball foul off to the right. 1-2 on Adrianza. Boy, we need a strikeout here. Or we'll take a double play. I'll trade a run for a double play. I'm willing to take that trade. How you doing, Charles? It is nail-biting time here in Anaheim. West Coast trip. It's after midnight in Baltimore. Luis Renifo is on deck to pinch hit. One ball and two strikes on Adrianza as Kimbrel rubs up a new baseball. A bit of a delay here. And we're about to get back under action as Kimbrel leans in for the sign. The 1-2 pitch to Adrianza. In the dirt, 2-2. My goodness. My goodness, folks. Two and two. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss. Kimbrel with the high heat out of the zone. Oh, Adrianza chased. One away in the ninth. Runners stay where they are. First and third with one out now. A double play ends the ball game. And indeed, Renifo is out to pinch hit for Zach Neto, who had a couple of hits tonight. Renifo batting .283, no homers, 5 driven in 18 games this season. Oh, doctor, one out in the ninth. Again, we're trying to avoid getting Mike Trout at the plate in this game. So we need to get the next couple of batters. Here comes the first pitch to Renifo in the dirt for ball one. Over 100 people tuning in, and why not? We got ourselves another nail biter here. The Orioles love to have the drama. More drama tonight. Want to know the count. The pitch. Upstairs, 2-0. Joe Adele at third. Logan O'Hoppe, the tying run at first. One out. Bottom of the ninth, and a 2-0 count on the pinch hitter Renifo. Top of the order, due up after him. And here's a check on first. That gets a giant boo from the crowd. The Angels crowd, they're on pins and needles themselves. The 2-0 pitch coming now, and this one's fouled back. And apparently O'Hoppe had taken off on the pitch. He will go back to first. Got to keep an eye on him. That's the tying run. We can't let him take second base for free. O'Hoppe with good speed for a catcher. And there's a check on him. Oh, nearly that ball. Looks like the tag got on the leg on a snap throw, but O'Hoppe still able to get back in time. Remember, Mr. Kimbrell, this is still the same at bat. That's 2 disengagements. You can't check on him again. The 2-1 pitch is upstairs. 3-1. 3-1. Oh, boy, folks. First and third. Here's the 3-1. Inside, ball 4. Bases loaded in the bottom of the ninth. And, folks, I cannot allow this game, this scorecard, to give away anything before it happens. I am not trying to make you stare at my sub count. I mean, if you want to look at Twitter or something, that's fine. But this is a part of the ball game where I simply cannot allow whatever happens to be spoiled 3 seconds before it happens. Here, stare at this while we watch the game if you need to. Low and in, ball 1. And out comes McCann to talk to Kimbrell. My goodness. Heart Attack City here in Anaheim. Janet says put the sub screen up. Okay, Janet, you got it, hun. All right, a 1-0 count now on Nolan Shanwell. The pitch. Called strike, and that pitch might have been inside. Oof. 1-1, Kimbrell. Let's take a look at that pitch. Oh, that was well placed. 1-1. Swung on and missed. 1-2. 1-2 the count on Shanwell. Come on, Kimbrell. Where's that strikeout pitch? Where is that strikeout pitch? Adele at third. O'Hoppe at second. Renifo at first. O'Hoppe the tying run. Renifo representing the go-ahead. Or, excuse me, let's just say, whatever. The 1-2 popped up. Popped up on the infield. Gunner calling off Westburg. He's got it. 2 down in the ninth. Runners stay put. Bases remain loaded, and oh my God, it's Mike Trout. It comes down to this. Bases loaded, 2 out in the ninth. Craig Kimbrell versus Mike Trout. Folks, this is World Baseball Classic material. Folks, hit that like button, hit that sub. You are watching a grand moment of baseball right now along with me, or at least you're listening to it. Here's the first pitch to Trout, called strike. Strike 1 to Trout, who's 0 for 2 tonight. Oh, don't you go down on me now, stream. Don't you dare. What is happening? Oh, for the love of God. You better bounce right back, stream. Don't you dare do this to me right now. I have to refresh. I have to. I am risking losing the entire at-bat with a refresh. Oh, boy. Oh, doctor. Don't do this to me. Don't say no, Janet. Don't say no. Don't say no. Don't say poop. Don't say it. Don't say it. I'm going to have to click back over and see. It's over. It's over. What happened? The Orioles win. 1, 2, 3. How did Trout get out? Maybe the stream just cut out as soon as that final out was made and didn't even give me a chance to turn it back on. What happened? The Orioles in the win column. That's what happened. Kimbrel, I guess strikes Trout out, right? Winner, winner. Chicken dinner. You guys had me so scared. You're screaming no. It's a strikeout of Trout to end the ball game. All right, forget this stream. I don't know what happened tonight, guys. Your boy's going to work at having a third backup plan in case this happens again. My God, Mike Trout strikes out to end the ball game. I wish I could have given you the call as it happened because your boy would be doing jumping jacks right now. And yes, the sub screen comes through in the clutch again, even when the game gives me trouble. The sub screen coming through. Suarez with the win. Kimbrel with his 5th save. Unbelievable. Final score, Orioles 4, Angels 2. The Orioles, by the way, let's take a quick look at the standings. Because if memory serves, a certain team in New York got shut out tonight. Yeah, something's up with my computer, obviously. Like MLB.com is not opening. Surely there's something going on. Your boy is just able to limp through the finish line on this stream tonight. But I want to see the standings. So Mike Trout took all 3 pitches looking to strike out. Wow. Unbelievable. Hey, the Rays lost as well. The Yankees lost. I want to see the MLB standings. What in the world is going on here? Your boy, I can't even type into the thing. This is weird. You're watching a computer. There it is, folks. Your current American League East has your Baltimore Orioles. Actually, we're 15-7. So go ahead and put us up a half a game on the Yankees. That is not up to date. Half a game up on the Yankees. We are now, 7-3 on the road? A 700 winning percentage on the road? Are you nuts? Look at this, folks. My stuff is jumping all over the place. Your boy might need to run a sea cleaner on the old computer before the next ball game. All right, guys, thanks so much for being here. I'm going to go over this box score. At least I'm going to attempt to. And tell you to come on back tomorrow night at 9:30 p.m. Same start time as last night. Come on back, folks. We're going to do it again. Grayson Rodriguez is going to be on the mound. And your boy is slipping on who the opponent is going to be. I believe it's Griffin Canning. Who's got an ERA of over 8. Okay, so we are set to take on a struggling pitcher tomorrow, a right-hander. Hopefully Mountcastle will be back in the lineup soon. But, and again, folks, thank you so much. We hit 500 tonight. I'm going to try to get back over to the ESPN scorecard here before I sign off. Okay, folks? Again, the Yankees lost. This is a good night for Baltimore. Let's just go straight to the box score. Ace pitcher was throwing 100 miles an hour. All right, well, I need to know more about Oakland before we face them. We can't come back home to face Oakland thinking, hey, we got an easy sweep on our hands, because the A's, they've got something to prove. I'm not going to take them lightly. No sirree, Bob. Rutschman had a double tonight. Henderson with a triple. McCann with his first home run. Cowser with his sixth. Rutschman's up to 14 RBI now. Cowser up to 17. Mateo had 2 stolen bases tonight. And Westburg had his 4th of the season. Mullins his 5th. Telling you what, speed all over the place. That's right. Westburg did have an offer, as did Santander and Urias and Mullins. The 3, 4, 5, and 6 hitters combined to go 0 for 13. But they did have 3 walks. We did just enough to get over the hump, folks. And I can't believe we struck out Mike Trout with the bases loaded. Looking. Wow. And again, the bullpen getting the job done, other than Mike Ballman, of course. Ballman's ERA up now to 5.59. Cano got an inning and 2/3. His ERA down to a healthy 2.38. Jacob Webb got 1 out. And Kimbrel with the save. Kimbrel getting the job done after things got dicey there in the 9th. All right, folks, that's going to do it for your boy. It's another great night to be an Orioles fan, and a great night here for the Orioles BirdWatcher community. I want to say thanks to Janet for modding tonight. Again, Janet, easiest gig in the world, right? Charm City chat, easiest chat to deal with. You guys are great. Narniac, Fox Molnar, thanks for coming in. We got Dwarves in Darkness checking in, yelling out the Orioles. J.R. Weaver, the man, Narniac. I think I already shouted you out, buddy. Pools here. James Bowling, thanks for coming in, James, representing West Virginia, right? Charles checking in from the Bahamas. Folks, if I'm not shouting you out, it's not because I don't care. Solarino, thanks for checking in. 42 said hike. All right, folks, that's going to do it for your boy, the Birdwatcher. As you can see, I've got a blinding sun behind me. I'm going to go enjoy a Lucky and catch up on the rest of tonight's action across Major League Baseball. I'll see you tomorrow night. Until then, this has been the Birdwatcher, and I'll chirp at you later. Take care, everybody.